Like, well, well, it caused a bit of noise. Like, first of all, welcome to. First of all, Amsel's bar is finished, and now she's moving in. The bar is now a bar slash tavern slash restaurant. Sorry, bar slash inn slash restaurant. Her father pours almost all his money to make sure his child is, well, successful.
Veb volunteers as a bartender when needed.
And as you can see, since this is a new port, a lot of people are in the bar. Unfortunately, that also attracted this jackass who's trying to once again hit on your little core gnome friend over there. Like, I knew some riffraff would go do this eventually. Come with me. What I have a date with destiny. I've been invited to the four to the to the four sh- to the 4 night showdown to determine who's going to be the new captain of the guards. Come with me as my honored guest, and leave this riffraff pointing at them behind.
Hey, what the fuck you calling Griff Rat? How dare you insult mittens like that?
No, Mittens? Is that your horse's name? See, riffraffs names their horse Mittens. My horse is named Perpetual Nightmare.
It's probably a little nag. That Mittens is a good girl. This is probably an asshole.
Ah, Mittens is nothing.
Agree
Like,
to disagree.
Emso actually looked at both of you as like, okay, how about this? If you could beat him in a drink off, I will go with I will go with you. But if you could beat him, you give your tickets to his 4 friends over there. Deal? Deal. If you're up to it, that is. Was it was it that? What's your clan again? Oh yeah, the Third Right clan. Yeah.
Oh, DeAndre, you're gonna throw down, I will throw down, and I will give you my best. And Veb snaps into Slim Jim.
All right.
Mittens shall be
Uh,
our unbiased referee.
all right. Best 2 out of 3 concentrations.
Constitution?
Okay.
Not
I
concentration.
thought fortitude.
Fortitude. Thank you.
Fortitude.
I have to say fortitude. I forgot to say this character sheet. All right. But I have it in my hand, so yeah.
That plus that. 32.
Versus 22. You win the first round. 1 more round, you win.
22.
26. He wins the second round.
Lucky.
You may want to
Shit.
re-roll that with your hero.
I'm re-rolling. I'm sacrificing hero point to re-roll that.
I don't think
31.
you technically win that. Yeah,
And
you would have won with the original one too.
But yeah, you win.
Boom, baby.
And he's drunk and not exactly in fighting shape at the moment.
Alright, deal's a deal.
Whatever. Whatever. He tries to take a swing at you. I'm pretty sure 12 does not hit their AC.
Oh God, no.
Like, uh, I don't deal with criminal, criminal, And Emso actually does a sweetheart day, like, oh, come on, please, for our little friends. Fine, fine. And he pulls out 4 passes. I forgot. Yeah, 4 passes. But it's only 4.
Is he out cold?
He's out cold.
Don't mind me. Innocent whistling, innocent whistling. Sleight of hand check. Hold on. Hold on. I'm still doing my things. Okay, and then that one, I'll have to keep a mental note of that one. Okay, hold on. I've got to recalculate how many skill points I get per level because it's kind of crazy at this point. Because the Thunder Scout gives 6.
While he sets that up, you notice that
11, 13.
you notice that Emso has a temporary employee over here. You recognize him as your accountant.
Oh, he's found a cover job. Good for him.
Of course, he also brought his pet tiger just in case. I mean, it's a very long distance between the new port town, and his city. He has some protection.
After William does his little pickpocketing, Veb is gonna lift this guy up over his shoulder and walk him outside. Maybe see if there's maybe a nice alleyway that I could drop him off in. Also, do I get to see Perpetual Nightmare? What kind of horse is it?
It's an actual nightmare, so yeah.
Ah,
It's a nightmare steed, so yeah. A hero of a nightmare steed. Ironic, huh?
ah.
He looks just as tough as
You're,
Mittens, despite the fact that his owner's an asshole.
hey, Perpetual Nightmare. I suspect you probably dislike that name, but your rider's a pussy.
She actually nays an agreement.
And 26 to basically pilfer this guy's coin purse.
You succeed. With him unconscious, you definitely succeed.
I'm mainly doing it so no one else notices.
Yeah, everyone's either drinking, or in that case, yeah, everyone's either drinking or
Doesn't give a shit.
yeah.
Veb will just whistle to get Mittens out. Hey, Mittens, I think you might make a friend with her.
They
Do you
both.
prefer Do you prefer being called Perpetual Nightmare, or would you prefer a different name? One nay for no, 2 nays for yes.
She nays twice.
Looking over you, I'm thinking Black Beauty.
She actually stomps in agreement.
My suggestion was going to be Shadowhoof, but that works too.
Hey, she's a beautiful whore. She's a beautiful.
Hey, I'm not saying that your name is not better. I'm saying I was going to go with that one. Good job. You came up with something better than what I thought of.
Hey, Black Beauty. If you're ever interested in ditching him, and you could hang out with us in Mittens.
She says, and then give me a perception check as you with an advantage because she actually tries to point somebody on her neck.
Okay. What exactly would be the advantage +5?
Yeah.
$24.
She, on top of her, she has a control node, definitely magic based. Pretty much as long as the owner's alive or doesn't surrender her voluntarily, she can't leave her side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn back to the alley, kind of like then ask the captain, "Hey, can we have Black Beauty?"
Black Beauty? Who's Black Beauty?
Doesn't matter, but can we have her?
I'm actually going to do a DMG. You actually have to call her by her name for it to release him. Huh?
Yeah.
It's your steed, Black Beauty.
Yeah.
She kind of prefers that name.
It's my steed, this perpetual nightmare. No, you can't have him. As she, of course.
I'm gonna step on his neck.
I'm going to quickly take a look at this poor horse that is clearly being abused. And
Black Beauty, he's a friend.
Okay.
And I'm basically stepping on his neck,
Okay.
like enough to kind of choke him.
What are you doing? Get off me! He tries to reach with one of his long swords.
I'll step on his arm.
And I'm going to do a quick utilizing my detect magic. I'm going to use I'm going to go use magic device. Spellcraft to try to detect how this works. $32.
Oh, God damn! Yeah, you find out exactly how. Yeah, find out exactly how it works. It's premise the name implies. He went to a magic shop after he captured, as in pretty much drug out of whatever place Black Beauty was in, and has a thing, pretty much not attached to his heart, but attached to somewhere in his body. As long as, and pretty much the criminal says, as long as the owner is alive, or surrenders the horse by taking off his ring finger, then the horse is.
We can cut off this guy's ring finger to get the horse out.
Get the ring finger off? Okay.
Hold on. Let me get the proper tools for this. I'm gonna go into my into my nice little wagon of wonders, as it were, and I'm gonna come out with medieval bolt cutters.
As he's doing this, I'm taking out that bottle of the special whiskey, and I'm gonna force him to drink.
No.
To pass him the fuck out.
No. He stays awake for this.
He stays awake. You know it's going. You know it's going to have to do a check, right?
Who's going to have to do a check? Him?
Yeah.
Well, what check is he going to try? Because I mean, if I have to, I will sever part of his spinal cord.
Mittens, do you want to come over here and help? Could you just step on his arm? That one.
Yeah, as Mittens steps on his arm, he's reaching for the other sword with his other arm.
And at that point, I'm just gonna use my other leg, and stamp down on that arm.
What are you doing?
Freeing a poor creature that you clearly don't know how to properly control. As I do the whole chink with the bolt cutters. Oh no! I think this. What was that roll for?
Just to see if he actually could get away before he clamped down, but obviously no.
Unfortunately, these bolt cutters are a little bit big. I think I'm going to take off the entire hand.
What? I can't find two swords with one hand.
At this point, Vev is just going to squat down, like the Slavic squat.
Yeah.
And he'll just put his gloved hand right over his mouth and go, shh, 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 shh. It'll be all over, while caressing his face with the other hand. It'll be over soon.
Alright, so he's gonna try to kick you. Obviously, two plus his strength, which is by 5, does not hit your AC.
I can't have him struggling. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to intervene medically on this. Hold him as still as you can, please.
I take my free hand and punch him in the face.
Ouch.
I said hold him still, not punch him.
Blackpea, do you want to lay down on him?
I also need access to his back. As I pull out my masterwork surgeon's tools.
At this point,
put on some gloves.
I'm going to quickly do what I can to flip him over. What would be a good check for that? To flip him over and quickly reassure that he's
basic strength check against his.
Yep.
$17.
11, you win.
Yep. All right. Veb, I'm not sure if you're very curious about the anatomy of a humanoid body or not, but I'm going to be teaching you. Yeah. But I'm going to be teaching you, and as he's putting on, like the medieval equivalent of a surgical mask, and on the gloves. Think Victorian era doctor with just wearing a mask and gloves about to perform surgery on somebody. What we're going to first do is I'm first going to insert this, and he's holding out basically a rod into his spine to cause temporary paralysis through most of his body.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to roll all of that stuff together, which will be going to be probably. I'm guessing this is a heal check with the surgery with the surgeon bonus.
Yeah.
Sorry, +5 because these are masterwork surgeon's tools now. 25 as I insert it right into part of the spinal cord.
Ouch.
So
is he conscious or drunk beyond compare before you say this?
Well, this was just after we finished the drinking contest.
Yep.
All right, so he's still drunk, so he doesn't scream in pain. So obviously, none of the local guards inside the tavern know this.
You mean the guards that we pay?
Oh, these are new guards to the port now.
Oh, got it. So we're in the port right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Also, I keep my bottle of whiskey ready just to make sure that in case he starts to scream, I can use him.
Now, obviously, I could remove his finger using, these tools here, but I'm thinking that he hasn't earned that level of care.
No, he doesn't.
So
we'll
try to remove the finger first, utilizing this metal cutter, this chain cutter.
Mm-hmm.
So try to hold his arm steady while I work on this. I'm going to do a heal check, obviously, without the surgeon tools helping me out. 21 to try to roughly snip off this guy's ring finger.
Painfully, you succeed.
Now I'm going to cauterize the wound. 38. With no anesthetic, by the way.
What? As someone who knows someone who has to do something without anesthetic once upon a time, that fucking sucks. But yeah, you succeed.
Yep.
I'm actually going to transfer you to the back alley real quick. 1 second.
Well, looks like he'll be keeping his hand this day. Small miracle.
Yep.
And I'm looking at this ring as I pull it off his finger.
Let me see if the ring stays whole or disappears into the night. +5. Not enough. Yeah, as as you pull off the ring finger, it slowly but surely dissipates,
Oh, by
undo the
that,
magic because it thinks this owner is dead or at least not able to ride the horse anymore.
well, I mean,
And I would have destroyed it anyway.
yeah, I was gonna, take it into my thing, heat it up in my stove, and then just start hitting it with a hammer until it's no longer a thing. Because this horse, we've got no quarrel with this horse. We got no quarrel with Black Beauty.
No,
As you look at Blackbeard, you actually see the magical charm fade away as well.
a free
Very
girl.
good. There we
You're
go.
free. And I
Now,
hand her a piece of beef jerky.
She neighs in enjoyment.
now,
What
I
do we do?
basically quickly pull the what was it, the needle out of his back so he can move again. And then I'm gonna get next to him, and I'm gonna be holding a scalpel in my hands. So we need to have a little conversation.
Uh, one of you make me a because he's going to try to reach one of his swords with his other hand.
Did you say what kind of check?
Athletics, because he's going to try to reach his sword with his other hand.
There's no.
Oh, that's right.
athletic-
There is no other hand.
It would probably be a CMD.
Never mind, because I forgot there is no other hand. Because
Yeah. No, I clipped off the finger.
No, I meant mittens and Bleb is holding both hands.
Yeah.
And
I had them
obviously he can't
flip him
reach
back
his,
over. But
and obviously he can't reach for his sword with his feet and
Yeah.
be effective with
Yeah.
it.
Yep. And I'm basically doing the whole, Slav squat myself, but instead, holding again, surgical mask and scalpel in my hands. So we need to have a little conversation, my friend.
What conversation? You just took my horse and my ring finger. It's going to take me months to learn how to swing a sword again without a finger.
That sounds more like a you problem.
Exactly. Now, you're a dick. We don't like you.
Yeah, but I'm a hero, Dick. People, I save countries. I save countries. They just have to deal with me.
Now, here's the problem with that. I've not met many heroes that can't walk. And you already know I can shove a needle in your back and make you not be able to move. Imagine what I could do with this going into your back at just the right position.
What the hell is that?
It's called a scalpel. It's in a very sharp knife. Watch as I give him a little nick on the arm. That's exposed.
I assume we take off his armor first.
Oh yeah.
Oh, opposite.
We've taken off the armor a little bit.
Jeez, that's as sharp as one of my swords. What the hell is that?
The scalpel. As I said, they unfortunately can't be used for too long and need to be regularly either replaced or sharpened, but that's just the nature of the beast when it comes to surgical instruments.
Wait, you're a doctor? I thought doctors supposed to care for people. You're not a doctor, you're just a quack.
Hey, I am a doctor. Preferably I prefer the term anatomist and chemist, but I am a doctor nonetheless. My team can attest I am very effective at my job, as well as those in our town.
And Mittens neighs in agreement as well.
I'll freely admit I don't have the best bedside manner. We'll go with rough childhood for that explanation.
For that, Veb will do like that hand gesture of 50-50.
I'm thinking he's basically just he's kind of got the intelligence of House, but doesn't have the sheer assholeness of him. He's just efficient. That's all he is. So, yeah. So his lacking of bedside manner is not due to arrogance. It's due to just general apathy.
So he just looks at you like, okay, I'm a dick, so what?
But you might be a useful dick.
What do you mean a useful dick? I just get the job done.
Well, you might be useful in the sense that if you win tomorrow's competition, You become the captain of the guard.
Against 3 heavy hitters, really?
You're acting like that there cannot be events happen that balance things into your favor.
Lose them in competition, and I'll drink them until a hangover.
No. I was more thinking. I was more thinking poison.
Just as good.
I was thinking more poison in their sleep. I'm sure we could track them down easily enough.
Well, 2 of them. The other one's off country to the competition tomorrow. And that's the one I'm afraid of the most.
We could. I look over to Veb. We could make sure that he has an unfortunate run with bandits.
Lay Angela, the queen of snipers.
Oh, a marksman.
Like, there is rumors that she could hit a target for 50 from 100 yards just using a bow and arrow, a basic bow and arrow. Except those aren't rumors. I don't know if it's just magic or just a very
100 yards. 100 yards is really easy.
I meant 300 yards.
Oh yeah. That is well, okay. Squares, I'm assuming, is kind of what we're more talking about here. 300 squares. It's like a -4. Tricky,
Yeah.
but doable. Especially if he's got the long range feat, which make it a -2 instead. So I'm sure there are ways to. Deal with that. Snipers have to sleep. Marksmen have to sleep after. Bowmen have to sleep after all, just like everyone. The other two will make sure that they have a very, very bad day tomorrow. You get the job, and you get to keep walking. But you work for us instead.
He looks very questionable. Like, roll me a check with advantage. I'll let you decide.
Is this an intimidate check?
Intimidate, convince. What? I'll let you choose.
Well, we're basically blackmailing him.
Yeah, but advantage of 5 because obviously you, like I said, you're
27.
blackmailing him with his spine, and that's more than good enough to like. All right. Let me up.
Veb, if you'd be so kind.
Okay.
Oh, and Black Beauty. Oh, is this guy like a cavalier? Does he actually fight from horseback?
No, it's just no. He fights on the ground. The horse is just for show that hey, I captured a nightmare. I'm the king here, about to be the captain of the guards.
Black Beauty. I'll kind of walk over to the horse and take a look at the. I'm assuming it's like surgical scars on it.
Yeah.
Looks like they had somebody who was not very well trained inserting this.
Can you remove it from her?
No, the thing the talisman disappeared. It's gone.
Yeah, but I'm guessing the surgical scars still remain.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm.
Anything you can do about the scars?
Cosmetics are tricky to pull off. Scar tissue isn't easily removed. I'm not that solid of an expert. Normally, this requires magic, which I don't have for stuff like this. But I'm assuming Black Beauty wouldn't mind the guarantee of her freedom. In exchange, she keeps an eye on our friend over here. As I again use the scalpel to point at him.
Yeah,
she nods in. She nods in agreement and just looks at her now former master with like, if you try to catch me again, I will kill you this time.
I have full permission to eat him if needed. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can knock him down the stairs, look like an accident, whatever.
Yeah. She bucks you off. Next to a cliff, it happens.
Of course.
Yeah. So she remains free, but in exchange, she'll move you around. Think of her as our inside person.
Whatever. Whatever.
Now go and get yourself cleaned up. You look filthy.
And he goes back to the bar. And for the first time, he doesn't hit on Emzo because, well, yeah.
All right, we
I'll
need to
say-
track down. We need to track down those first two and introduce a poison, to them, a powerful one at that. Slow acting.
Before I go back into the bar, I'm going to go to Black Beauty and hand her his severed finger. A little bit of getting a pound of flesh from him.
She laughs and happily eats it. I guess Mittens is the only carnival in a freaking.
Well, nightmares are, well, they're demonic horses, so them eating meat is really not out
Yeah, I
of the
know
norm.
exactly.
Mittens is just an outlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine Mittens is also probably laughing at, well, horse, like, Pony laughing at the sight of eating the finger.
This. But anyway, back in the bar, you have to find the other two. I guess either talk to some of the guards or some of the guards you paid. I want to find out who's the other two captain wannabes.
Well, we'll talk to the people that we trust. They should know. They should know who it is. Okay. There's a way to getting enough to touch. There's effects from dead creatures. Sorry, I'm currently looking into various poisons. Oh, damn, there's some pretty nasty ones there. It's been 4 minutes. That's con damage. Ooh. I'm thinking we should go with strength damage. What do you guys think?
That sounds good.
Could we get a hold of some belladonna?
Everyone make me a nature check to find out if you can find her or not.
Well, I'm talking more like, we've got the there's a couple of different ones out there. Okay, here we go.
That gets
Ooh.
15.
Yeah.
So we can help out by helping.
Well, a belladonna is what was it? Yeah, you can craft is equal to fortitude save, exposure. Okay, here we go. Never mind. I can actually craft it.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was a natural troll.
Yeah. I'm looking at There are ways of what was it? There are ways to harvest poisons from hazards. 1 hour, an alchemy kit. If the harvester succeeds, plus hazard CR. Okay, so in this case, we're basically concentrating whatever we can get a hold of to do something like belladonna. Crafting poisons. I'd also there are a lot of them. I'm trying to see if there's one that's got a pretty high DC. Here we go. I can't pull that one off. That one is going to be too tricky. Dragon Bile.
Oh,
that does a lot of damage.
No.
Yeah. Ooh, drought cap fungus.
That sounds spicy.
Okay, so it is. Here we go. Onset is 46 hours. That's going to take too long for it to affect. Then it's it does 1d2 strength damage and dehydration once per hour for 8 hours. That'd be pretty solid.
Nice.
Yeah. We need strength damage because I'm guessing the fighters are strength based. The archers obviously
More than likely.
Yeah. So. Okay. So, I mean, the best one would be belladonna. The cure is 1 save, but it's a DC 14 fort. I'm looking for something a bit stronger. Black Lotus extract would be better, but that will kill them because it's con damage. Okay.
And we can't exactly suddenly pull off the whole, and he had a sudden heart attack.
Yes,
Nope.
obviously, especially for a knight that's in shape.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. So that could do up to 6 strength damage. Requires 2 saves. Dark Reaver Powder also does a lot of con damage with an average of 2. Sorry, 1.5. It'd be 1.5 times 6. Oh, that would kill most people. The Dark Reaver Powder, probably including these knights. But do you guys want to risk it and go for the Dark Reaver Powder?
For one of them, yeah.
Okay, got it. So that's could I just buy should I just buy the 10 to produce that the Dark Reaver powder?
All right, go ahead. This is your money.
Yep. Well, it costs 800 to buy. I'm assuming we're following the standard rules of 300. Sorry, a third to
Yeah.
produce themselves. Yeah, good thing I've got that. So that's 300. So that's 800. So it's like 266 per dose. And let's see. What do we want to do for the other guy? Because I can't produce Dragon Bile.
What is Dragon Bile effect?
1d3 strength damage. There is no save. Oh god.
How much is it? Or is it just an issue of
1500. It's a nasty contact poison.
I loan you 1,500 gold.
No, it's not worth it. That is not worth it. Getting something like that on short notice is gonna be a nightmare. Another one we could do is we could do a giant wasp. Well, no, we'd have to inject that into him. So let's see. I'm looking for something that is ingestible. Okay. Oh, Halo Mushroom Toxin. Distraction and wisdom damage.
Can't go wrong with mushrooms.
What does distraction do? A creature that fails its initial saving throw sees displaced auras of color and light around other creatures around them if they had concealment. So it'd be a 1 in 5 chance of missing all attack rolls. Or the poisonous runs course. So yeah, it only lasts for a few minutes. We have to give it to them. So that's not good enough. We need something that has
just
an
before the
effect long term.
competition, which obviously is going to be near impossible.
Yeah. Ooh, Hemlock.
Yeah, can't go wrong with Socrates.
Well, the thing is, if you get down to 0 dex, it doesn't kill you. You're just basically
unconscious.
A basket case. You're just kind of drooling, and you're just kind of drooling. So, and we'll also produce some Hemlock.
Can't go wrong with Hemlock.
Yep. So we'll get. So I'll also produce some Hemlock. Oh God, Hemlock's expensive. Never mind. Sorry, some poisons are expensive as sin to produce. Large scorpion venom wouldn't be half bad, but that's not the strongest. Ooh, Lich Dust.
What does that do?
1d3 strength damage. Ingestion.
Sounds perfect.
And it's not that expensive, so I could probably produce it.
Excellent.
Target can attempt 1 saving throw to cure a lycanth contact. Okay, yeah. Yeah, basically one will hit with Belladonna. But not Belladonna, sorry. It was, what was the other one?
Hemlock?
Not Hemlock. It was 800 to buy normally.
It was like the mushroom one?
Yeah. I think it was a mushroom one. Damn it! I can't believe I forgot that. Oh yeah, Dark Reaver powder, which will do con and then some strength. So yeah, assuming it requires 2 saves, and then the other one was not Hemlock but Lich Dust. So we'll produce both of those. Okay, so it costs us 400 gold for both those poisons. So now,
So actually, Mason's gonna tell you about the other two real quick.
okay,
Like,
got it.
okay, I guess you want to know what you're dealing with. One, one is just called. One is just a giant, like 6, like Shaquille O'Neal size, 7 foot tall human, giant ass muscles, wielding a warhammer. The king sends him if he literally wants something squished flat, literally. The other one more. The other one, a former master thief turned knight turned well, he's in a competition tomorrow.
Where are they hanging out by chance?
Uh, let's see now. If I remember, the big ass dude is hanging. What's the town again? In the big city over there, off in the west. Sorry, in the east. Pretty much getting everything under control. Since everyone's trying to leave because the
Well, where
taxes
is
are.
the competition happening? Because you said it's tomorrow, correct?
Yeah.
That means a lot of people are gonna. Doesn't it take days to travel across this this little country?
Yeah. Yeah. So he's probably on his way out by now, or already by then. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we would have to because the thing is, our guy is at the port currently, which I think it takes what a day or day and a half under normal circumstances to get to the capital where I presume the competition's happening.
Yeah. So he's probably on his way out by now.
Okay, so
I know the thief was. I know the thief's already in the. I know the thief's already on competition grounds, training and stuff like that. He was assigned to try to keep an eye on Emzo because she just lost it. Like, look, she's looking for something, and he doesn't, and he won't tell, and no one knows what. But I know it's going. He's back in. He's back in. He's back in Thailand, training for the competition tomorrow. So
okay. Okay. So I'm thinking the big guy. He's probably just heavy on strength and has a decent con.
yeah,
But we should give him the one that targets the strength much more. The other guy we want to make that we'll hit him with a con one so that he's just weakened. That he's not as because the thing is I'm guessing he's not as strength based, but if his con is shot, he's going to have trouble fighting. What do you guys think?
Yeah, definitely make him more susceptible to things.
Yeah, he'll take more damage. Basically, the Dark Reaver powder. Ooh, that on average does okay. Assuming he doesn't have 8 con, he'll be alive barely.
I imagine that I very much doubt fighters would use con as their dump stat.
Well, no, the other guy is it's on it says former thief, so they usually are dex strength based. They tend to have weaker cons.
But it's still risky to make that your dump stat.
Yeah, I mean it's my dump stat.
True. For ranged users, it's usually the dump stat,
Yeah, so
or at least not as high.
okay, yeah, so I say we track down the former thief first. We deal with him. We then go for the other guy, the big guy, and then we find this mysterious sniper, and she just never arrives.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking if we can capture her alive, we'll capture her alive and just throw her in the secret dungeon we've set up. The fucking underground Gitmo that we have.
Yep.
Yeah.
all right. So which is your target first?
We're gonna go for the thief first, former thief first.
All right, the thief's in this.
Where is he hiding?
Near the arena by the main castle, so about here.
Okay, got it. So he'd be the first one to get to. So let's get over there quickly, guys.
Yep. Let's get going.
And because
Right.
if we're a thief, we're gonna have to. We're gonna need someone to distract him while I taint his food and water, or food and drink.
All right, you arrived. Actually, no one's in the arena because obviously I was getting ready for the competition tomorrow, so it's mostly just decorations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see like a giant of a man starting to walk about this direction.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to change it for the next day to 2 or 3 days.
Got it. Yeah.
Therefore, everyone actually could arrive on time.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, first, as I said, we'll wait for the evening and night before the competition to get this all done. So if the other one's still in transit, we may want to kind of get outside of the city and comb for her then. Because again, our plan is she doesn't make it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
So. Okay, I
Try
guess
to think of what Chucky should do. Because I know where she is, but
yeah.
Well, obviously I know where she is, but
yeah. The question is, which way is she coming from? Which nation was she coming from? The east or the west?
And let's let the coin destiny decide. That will, damn it, that will actually be your report. So she should be staying on this ship soon,
Oh,
or,
so
or arrive on this ship.
she'll arrive in our port.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes things a lot simpler.
That does.
Yeah. So yeah,
If there's a 1 or a 3, then it should be on the other port.
Got it. Okay, so yeah, we got lucky on that one. So if she's gonna be in that one, we're just gonna make her. We'll just wait in the city until she's kind of getting off the ship, and I want to kind of scope out her entourage, or if she's traveling alone.
Yep.
All right. Well, as you see her, pretty much some junior knights. No, like basically just to get the job done and help if anything. But you see, well, a lot. Someone covered in a black hood, like crossbow in one hand, longbow in the other hand. Several various amounts of arrows, from poison to fire to holy arrows.
Interesting. So she loads heavy, and for some reason chooses a crossbow or a bow, which is unusual. Usually, you go one or the other.
Like,
man, it's not the weirdest thing ever, but it's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She looks around.
Yep. And for us right now, we just look like one of the many steam wagons currently getting loaded up.
Yeah, she doesn't suspect a damn thing, but
Yeah.
all right. It seems like this is a new town. Something's a new town. Have I been waiting for that long? Hey, man, get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be Captain the Guards tomorrow, so it's gonna be a lot to deal with. But we've been adventuring for so long. The first thing I'm gonna do is promote you all both to lieutenants. The second thing I'm going to do is buy us all a beer for all the times we had, and third thing I'm going to do is, well, try to get control of So. I heard she's been causing havoc in this town lately because supposedly she's missing. Supposedly, the massacre that happened a couple weeks ago, she's missing a body and she's determined to find it. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, get some rest. Oh, this is a nice inn bar. All right,
Yep.
we sip here tonight.
Is she going to be getting a room on her own? Because, I mean, we know the owner.
Yes, but she's gonna have 2 guards flank her door.
When has that stopped us?
But yeah, there's the assassin in question, and I'm too lazy to pull up the typical. Oh, never mind, it's right here.
I'll prep the sleep gun, by the way, guys. We might need it.
Yup.
Hold on, I'm checking something with my. Okay,
But yeah, those are our entourage.
Oh, neat! I've got another invention slot. Secondary invention, but another slot nonetheless.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right, they're laughing. They're laughing. They're cheering. They're having a good time. You can also see that despite working for the king, they've been on many adventures, saved the world.
Nice. So, guys, we got a couple of options. One, we could make it look like she and her knights just ran off in the night. Or we can make it look like she ran off in the night. Which do you guys prefer?
Thinking we might be best trying to make it seem like she ran off into the night.
Yeah. So, and question: is she going to be getting a window with a room with a window?
Probably yes.
Is it gonna
All the rooms have windows.
okay? Is it going to be facing an alleyway?
Let the dice definitely decide.
Yeah, because I'm hoping it's facing an alleyway. That makes my job a lot easier.
It's facing an alleyway. Damn it! I need
Okay,
one or three sometimes.
That makes it easier because we can make sure no one's looking down that alleyway at the time.
Exactly.
We just go to the roof. Yep. So, I'm
And
getting my.
And I'll have I'll have that very special bottle of whiskey.
Yep. So, okay. Once it's middle of the night.
Right, middle of the night, bars closed, Amstel's locking up, and petting Black Beauty and Nightmare.
Yep.
The captain, of course, is the captain, so he works for you.
Yep.
And Tiger's not bothering you.
Oh, of course not. That Tiger is our bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm his boss's boss.
All right. So middle of the night, all the guests are asleep. The knights are standing by, waiting for morning.
I'll be basically just going to the roof or the floor above, and just lowering myself down via a rope. And Kiri, if you'd be so kind as to be the other guy on the rope.
Yes.
Okay. And we'll basically just have that short range communicator. I'll set it to the quiet version. It won't have the additional range, but it'll be quiet, so we can just basically whisper into it and hear each other perfectly. So, just lower, lower, lower. Okay, good. And I'm gonna roll my stealth to not be noticed. Because who wants to be noticed when they're stealthing? Am I right, guys?
Nope.
Okay.
For this, I'm basically not going to be wearing any armor.
22 to remain quiet as I
You remain quiet.
Then the window. How does it look? Is it locked?
It's locked.
Okay. So
I gotta pickpocket. So I gotta pick it quietly.
Okay, I should be able to do that because I am.
I believe in you.
Yep, I am actually good at this. Disable device. I don't think a lock pop gun will be useful in this case, but Masterwork Thieves tool should be. Where is it? It's there it is. Disable device, and that'll be a 14. 32 to
Oh god damn. Huh.
locks unlocked.
Yep.
Now, is she asleep in her bed? Obviously, I checked that from the window first.
Yeah, she's knocked out. She's knocked out, but pajamas on, armor hung up. From us waiting for the competition tomorrow.
Okay. I'm going to hit her with the sleep gun to make sure she stays asleep 2 or 3 times. So just like
yeah, obviously, unless you roll like a 11 below 11, I'm sure all the will hit, but just in case.
And let me check that. Basic is it's a +7. One went a little wide, but it still hit her.
Yeah, all them hits. And she's, well, snoring like a baby.
Okay. Gonna kind of go up to her. Going to gonna start tying her up. Really good tie up as well. Wrists, ankles. Not only that, but doing the whole rope around the waist and tied to the wrists thing, so her hands are just completely tied behind her back. I'll then I'll also kind of do a partial rope harness, and tie her into the. And Kiri, I'm gonna message you. Basically, send down a second rope.
All right, I lower down a second rope.
I will then kind of do a little rope harness, tie her into it, then tug it. Go, okay, pull her up quiet.
All right, I slowly pull her up.
Yep. I'll then load up my. I'll then load up all of her things into my basically my little steam right bag of holding thing. And then I'll basically go, all right. And I'm going to take basically all of her things. It's just going to be gone. But what I'll do is I'll take a bed sheet and make like a bed sheet rope, and then throw it out the window. Make it look like she's escaping. Nice. Did she have like any symbols that on her or on her armor that were of this kingdom or of the guard?
Yeah.
I'll be leaving those.
One of them is for the guard, one's them for, I guess, her. One's for the guard, one's for a unit, and one's something you never recognized before.
Knowledge local?
Huh?
Is it a knowledge local check to try to identify it?
Yeah.
Or knowledge history?
Knowledge local.
21.
That's her hero symbol. You actually notice it on the guard and the archer as well.
Okay.
Pretty much saying, "Hey, I'm the hero. I'm come to save your town."
She'll keep that. I'll bring that with me, but I'm going to leave the rest behind. Basically, anything tying her to this kingdom specifically. Yeah. Basically, and she'll set them up, like on the bed. I'll make the bed and everything, make it like she never slept in it. So even this takes like 30 minutes, so be it. Just buying 10 with the stealth check to keep quiet, muffled shoes, all that good stuff.
I'm going to actually see if someone actually tries to go to the room to make sure nothing happens to her. Because there are guards, so...
Okay. Now I'll try to do the work quickly.
Ooh. Let's see which one noticed. Or comes into the room. Alright. As you finish setting up to the bed, you hear
I'll basically go for
you hear turn on the knob, and the archer starts to walk in to see what's going on, to check the room.
Do I have enough time to get out of there, leaving the stuff behind that I already planned to leave behind?
Make an acrobatics check.
That is not one of my specialties.
I believe in you.
12 to try to get out that window quickly.
Looking for a 15.
I could try to hero point it to re-roll it.
Yeah.
Yes, just
Yeah.
barely. You basically just barely get out the window and do the whole, jump out the window and basically you hear groaning as basically the line tightens quickly. He didn't warn you, Kiri. So he's kind of dangling. Pull me up, pull me up, pull me up.
Pulling.
As I kind of walk up kind of part of the side so I'm not seen in the window.
As 1 second.
Yeah.
As he pulling you up, he says, "Shit's gone! Boss is gone!" What? As you see the knight running into the room, trying to look for what happened to her.
Yeah. So, they'll see the open window and the and
they see you open look. They saw the bed sheet and looking down. It's like, where'd she go? She's not one to abandon us, isn't she?
No, they'll see the pins she left behind, her unit and kingdom pin.
Like, wait a second. Like, what's going on? Like she's leaving the kingdom. But I thought she wanted to be the captain of New Knights. Apparently she doesn't anymore. And, well, obviously you can't hear, but you actually see the other two take off their unit and kingdom pins and drop it as well. It's like, well, we don't have to be here anymore.
Wow, they're abandoning their post too. Damn.
Their post is they're loyal to her, not the king.
Okay, got it. So, well, we'll get her to the
But now they're looking for her because they're like, where'd she go? She wouldn't abandon us because we've been doing, and even before she became a knight.
I'll send word to my guy here to spread through the to basically have. Do we have any? Are there any women in our organization that kind of look like her?
I doubt it, but I like once again the dice to definitely decide.
Yeah. I'm not talking about like super detail. I'm talking like woman. We can put them in her gear. If they similar hair color, she's wearing a hood and basically gets on a boat.
You can play them.
Yeah, basically so that there are witnesses that she,
including a couple of your barmaids if you that desperate.
I'm looking for someone who's in the organization, preferably. Just because more loyalty, and then basically their instructions are: look, once you're, once you're at your destination, go to an inn. That go to don't not go to an inn. Go out into the wilderness, change clothes, back to your normal. Hide that shit as best you can in your equipment, and then come back with one of our trusted smugglers. Basically make it seem like she went to the other continent. So, yep. And then she right now is what, basically Skyrim default rag clothing right now.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, and then we're taking her straight to the mine, and into the abandoned shafts where we had a couple of our trusted people setting up cells. Just because no one's going to look for them there. It's believed to be abandoned mine, and we're choosing one of the abandoned shafts. Yeah. So, yep. Let's see. We'll basically bring her in, and then once she's in, we'll obviously we won't interact with her. But what are her reactions when she wakes up, basically alone in a cell, wooden door?
She wakes up like, where am I? Like Jean? Sean? Like Kenny? If this is some kind of trick... Wait, why is it cold? Where's my gear? come on, John. Scene. I'm supposed to be going to the competition tonight. And of course, the other person's like, "You're not."
No. They're kept separate.
Oh, never mind.
They are kept separate. They are not allowed to know the other exists.
She's like, "What? Okay, this is not funny. Wait, where am I?"
And then from there we'll leave and going to track down the other guys in the capital.
All right. Like I
We'll leave
said,
her gear hidden in. We'll leave some of the gear that we kept, basically the pricey arrows that she had. We'll keep those stored in my wagon for now. We'll sell them later. Then we'll go to the capital and figure out those two other guys. We got the poison ready to go.
Yep.
all right. Obviously, you see the thief training with a bunch of tackle dummies. Like he's quick, he's fast.
Mhm.
Like I'm going to win this. I'm
Is
going
it
to
the
win
big
this.
guy or the thief?
Yeah, this is the thief. And yeah, I'm sorry, I used another thing, but yeah,
It's fine.
like, and one of his men are pretty much, when Lashley had Leo Russ as a manager, she said he's constantly saying Lashley, Lashley. That pretty much is a couple of his troops right now.
Hmm.
Pretty much hyping him up from the stands.
Yeah.
Eventually, he's going like, all right, 5 more minutes, and we'll go to eat. Yay!
Yep.
Hello.
Hello. Still here. So we'll wait for him to get it to eating, and then I'll prep the poison. This is the thief, correct?
Yeah.
Got it. So we'll put the one that does the con damage because if he just has a really bad reaction to it and is badly con, he can only repair so much in a day. So
All right, make me a stealth roll to see if him. Well, basically just him, since everyone's
and
just.
Kiri, I may
Yes.
need you to make a distraction.
I start running outside and I start streaking.
No, don't do something the guards will arrest you for. Please don't do something the guards will arrest you for.
Okay.
I really don't want to have to bail you out.
I charge in with mittens and try and do like a rodeo show.
Got it. So more drunk and disorderly?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, who are you? Oh, it's that drunk again. What the fuck? Get
Did you drink?
out of here. Get out of here. We have Muleman tonight to help, and obviously 19 hits, so you're fine.
19 to keep stealthy. I'm guessing I have to roll sleight of hand to slip it into his drink.
Of course.
Luckily, sleight of hand is one of the trained skills. Oh, sorry, it's actually upgraded a little bit. To 20.
That's more than enough.
Yep. So I just slip the what was it? He got the begins with a B. No, this was a more expensive one too. The Dark Reaver powder. It takes 10 minutes to onset, so 2 saves. It requires 2 saves to cure it. So, and I'll basically just, I guess, join Jim Pan across the street and have lunch at the other restaurant while we wait.
And about an hour or two later, you see You see the big man going to the arena as the sun's getting ready to set, getting ready to start the show.
Okay. Is he? Got it. We haven't.
He
caught
has
him.
no expert whatsoever.
Okay. Hey, you want to challenge him to a drinking contest?
Oh, yes.
I'll basically put the stuff in the drink we'll give him.
All right. So how are you approaching him?
I'm gonna go up and say, I bet I could outdrink. 50 gold says I can outdrink you.
50 gold.
Fine, I'll up to 500. Unless you're not that confident.
For a small lightweight like you, bring it on. It'll be good practice. It'll be good practice for my victory party tonight.
All right, big guy, and I'll give it my all. Yep. I snap into a Slim Jim and proceed to drink.
Yep.
I'll start with a few of the.
Once again, con saves and
33.
26, fail 1.
28.
23, fail 2. One more, you win.
Yeah.
24.
God damn, 14.
Well, he drank the poison that was mixed into
the last one was a poison.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got lucky. I can't drink as much tonight. That bastard sharpshooter is going to be there. I had to keep eyeing. And a freaking thief as well. And I don't know, some hero they invited because he thinks he'd be raise morale. I don't know.
Be an interesting show either way. Also, our wager.
Oh right, he tossed you 50 gold. Unless you want to make another wager after I win, therefore I can drink as much as I want.
You're on.
His contract is going to be hot. It's going to be at least 16. So hope he doesn't win.
And I walk away 50 gold richer.
And he walks into the arena and pretty much laughs. And since I don't have a thing for him, you just gotta use your imagination.
Yep. Got it. So these guys are gonna be fighting tonight.
Yep.
That means he's going to be definitely not happy. He's gonna. It was both of these are. What was it? The other one is. Assuming it didn't kill him, by the way.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, the other.
They're just severely weakened.
Yeah, got it. So basically, the thief, he's probably sitting at like only a handful of con points at this point. So he probably is gonna look pretty shaky.
All right. So tonight, and obviously you get front row seats.
Nice.
Like you see dignitaries and nobles from all around the arena, including for the first time, 4 out of the 5 members of the Sorcerer Council. In fact, Jim Pan, the head, actually approaches you like, "Oh, I've heard of you. You're also a Tabaxi sorcerer."
Tabaxi? I'm a catfolk.
Sorry, catfolk sorcerer. Lady Tabitha Black, nice to meet you. And she extends her hand.
I stand mine.
She says it like, "This is gonna be a very good show tonight."
Oh, I hope so.
I heard your guess of a hero of our local hero.
Yeah.
Anyway, I gotta get to my sheet.
Okay.
We'll talk some magic sometime. Maybe we could teach you a few tricks or two.
Yeah.
And she she and the other and she's the other sorcerers -1 leave. You see you see you see a healer who's like brilliant with healing magic. You see a necromancer and a very tall lady who maybe his daughter, his apprentice, who knows. And the time traveler you saw and the time mage you saw earlier.
Neat. Out of curiosity, is there a betting? Is there a betting on this event?
Of course.
What's the maximum bet you could put down, and what are the odds looking like for each of the people?
Alright. The odds-on favorite, of course, is the archer you just knocked out. It's Angela the archer.
So she has the lowest odds. The lowest payout.
Yeah. The second highest is the thief because he's been around for like so long. It has, like I said, the most impressive soup-up game you could think of. But the third of course is a giant hammerer dude because he works alone but he gets the fucking job done. And way at the bottom of the list is Mace the hero.
What is the maximum bet we can put down per individual?
1,000 gold.
I think we all have each 1,000 gold at least.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll
1,000
all individually bet 1,000 on the wild card.
Yes.
On our guy.
Yes.
Might as well, profit.
They just look here like, are you insane? He'll get killed. He'll get knocked out in like 10 seconds. The referees have to drag him out the arena.
I'll just shrug and say, I believe in long shots.
I'm drunk, so.
And you look sane, point at Jim's character.
Yeah. Either lose or win, so I'll.
All right, well, if you want to lose money, that's on you. Like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Unfortunately, the captain of the guards has been, well, killed. But as a kingdom, we have to advance and sell. And we took 3 of the best guards in town and a local hero to find out who's going to be the new captain of the guards. First off, he is a very annoying thief. He took even my wife's crown jewels before I killed her. But he changed his life and is now fighting to be the captain of our guards. The first contestant is Monty Harris, and he walks out stumbling and fumbling like he never stole something in his life before ever. The second, he works alone. But if something needs hammered, whether it's a bolt, a nail, or bad guys and enemies to the kingdom, he'll do it in lickety split time. Ladies and gentlemen, represent Sir Magic Sir Longgold. What the fuck? As he actually seems dragging his warhammer instead of confidently carrying it over his head, over him. Third, we all know her. We all love her. She started as a hero and serves as knights and serves and with her hair party serves to be the knights sure to be the knights. And now one captain of the guard. She's simply known as Angela the Sharpshooter. Angela the Sharpshooter. Angela the Sharp. Where is she? Uh, one of the guards was like, she left. So her party. What the fuck? There seemed to be a change of plans. Apparently, she left the kingdom and the guards. Anyway, last but not least, he's a local hero who's been making big waves. Maybe perhaps he will replace the legendary Angela. May I present the hero just simply known as Mace, as he walks in, confident, held up high. He has a little difficulty holding his other soul of his missing ring finger.
I'm
But
assuming the ring finger was on his offhand.
yeah, his offhand. But other than that, he looks like he's ready to go.
Yeah.
And I'll describe this battle to you because obviously we know he wins. Like the battle begins, and Mace first runs up and attacks the big man. But he's begging the big man to go after the little man, as i.e. the thief. The big man takes Mace's bait, and two swings of his hammer, and very long con save thanks to some poison. The thief goes down. The referees are dragging off into the arena, making this a one-on-one fight. Normally, the big man will have a very high chance of winning, but thanks to some other poison, Mace is literally like tap dancing like Shane McMahon dancing, slashing and hitting the big man into the rough calls for the bell as he's literally almost bleeding out as the medics try to save him. And in complete shock and awe, everyone stands up like, what in the fuck's going on? As standing on top of the middle, like, well, congratulations, the new captain of the Royal Guard, the hero known simply as Mace. And some is cheering and some is drawing dirt into the crowd, obviously those who lost a shitload of money.
Well, I imagine the ones that bet on the Archer were just pissed at the beginning of the match. He never showed up.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like most of them pretty much left the arena by now because like I just lost a shitload of money because the legendary Archer didn't show up and her crew's missing too.
Yep.
Mace stands tall, like come here and kneel, says the king. Like, do you solemnly swear to protect this kingdom with your life? I swear. There rise, Sir Mace. We will get you outfitted with proper armor and swords in the morning. For now, there's a celebration to be had. You of course will be in charge of the former thief, and the big hammerer, as well as well. My guards tell me that the answer the archer is no longer with. The answer the archer is no longer in the kingdom. We'll try to find where she is. Anyway, that's it. Enjoy and party on as Sir Mace becomes the new captain of the Royal Guards. And
Woo!
well, it's over.
Oh, let's go back to the bookie.
Yeah, and then we'll be getting our payouts.
What is our payout?
1,000 to 1.
Seriously, with 1,000 to 1.
Oh, nice. The DM said it. It's 1,000 to 1.
Uh,
That would be 1,000,000 gold each.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying not to give you 1,000,000 gold each.
You should have done better odds then, man.
I meant to say okay, so I'll say 50 to 1 then.
So if we each gain 49,000 gold. Nice.
I'll be more comfortable giving 49,000 gold than 1,000,000 gold.
Yep. So I guess we'll put that gold away. I'm assuming this is gonna be what in just piles of fucking gold. Jesus Christ.
They're just pretty much giving you platinum passes, since obviously they don't
Platinum
carry
pieces.
that much gold on them at once.
Yeah, so we're getting platinum pieces, all that fun stuff.
And obviously 5% cut for the house because the bookie's gotta make money somehow. But other than that, yeah.
Okay, got it. So I'll do the math really quick. So 50,000 times we get 95%.
Yeah.
Then minus 1,000. We each gain 46,500 gold.
Yeah.
So we literally are walking off with everyone else's money.
So 46,500.
And a lot of people are pissed.
I got a feeling a lot of people are going to have trouble paying their taxes.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to be a problem.
So, let me get to my drive.
Like, ironically, the only other person who took up Mace, the other two people who took up Mace, is a bartender her daughter, because he saw you pay out for Mace. Like, I want to go on their train. So
Hey,
they're also pretty much rich as well.
God, the amount that we can add to our for hiring people to work.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. So it's gonna be this is gonna be betting rewards. Minus 4650. Yeah, I've got just oodles of gold. So I'm going to save that really quick just so we have it.
So yeah, back to the original bar.
Now we get back to the original bar, and well,
At this point, he could franchise.
Yeah, he's actually looking at the maps like, I could improvements here. Maybe try to grows it to a tavern myself. Oh, it's not a tavern, a freaking inn myself.
Yeah. Well, why don't you invest with us and be a partner in our little operations? You got a little pile of gold there. Set up. I mean, we could easily buy out the existing distillery and expand its operations significantly.
You know what? You've been good to good to me and my daughter. And strangely, now that Mace is a captain of the Royal Guards, he's not going to be bothering my daughter anymore. I just hope he tries to marry her or anything like that.
Oh, I don't think he is. I think I think this new responsibility will make him a changed man.
I hope so.
Him not knowing that deep down we basically own the captain of the guard.
Anyway, you've been good to me and myself so far. I have no reason why not to trust you. As he extends his hand.
I'll shake his hand.
I'll shake as well.
Yeah. You'll have. Besides, that means you'll be my partner in the advanced invention department. Think of what it could be installed in that distillery.
I don't know anything about mechanics or inventions or magic or something like that. So hopefully, I just know how to run a bar and cleave people might access someone who acts rowdy.
Sounds good.
But if I could extend this place and help leave my door a small fortune the day I more off to shuffle off this mortal coil, then it's all good. Ah, ah.
Then I guess we'll continue our investment in various institutions. I mean,
Yep.
with 750, assuming we basically shove 25,000 each, or
Yeah.
that I mean that means we could run this place off. We can run this place for years.
Yes, that we could.
Yeah. Ty, how many vacant buildings are still left in this town waiting to be purchased?
Pretty much a third of them.
Are they in one particular district?
Let me see. Where is it? Where is the town? Oh, that's right here.
Yep.
About this district, right over here.
Got it. So a lot in kind of one district area.
Yeah.
Guys, I say we buy up the land, we demolish it, and we build more larger factories.
Yes.
Not only that, but in the castle area, we should finally set up a proper, other than just a more of a gun workshop where I got a couple of trusted people working with some decent equipment. I'm thinking we set up a proper manufacturing, but
Yes.
we don't tell anyone.
Of course not. This is all off the books.
Of course. As we start, secret training of the gearmen in usage of steam rifles. Steam muskets is what they probably should be called, because they're probably smoothbore.
As you start to build, you see a lot of people come to your town from the other town, pretty much afraid.
I'll talk with one of. Do any of them look kind of like a leader type?
No.
Or an
But a lot of them looks like they've been beat up pretty hard.
Well, I'll chat with some of them. We'll as we always have done, we've always opened our doors for those looking for work.
Lady Sosa, what all of them say the same thing. Lady Sosa has gone crazy. She is looking for a body, and we don't know what's going on. And since the king doesn't want to touch it, she's pretty much having. The king doesn't want to touch it, and Sarmay's tried, but. But Lady Sosa is pretty much the king's right hand man, and without his orders, he can't stop her. Obviously, you know what body she's looking for.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I'm thinking we invest 50,000 gold over here into basically buying the land, new buildings, and manufacturing. Also, other things that I do want to install, since we do have and the other 25,000 will cover wages for a while. I'm thinking we should set up a small school or academy that teaches various things: medicine, engineering, even maybe some magical theory. But instead of charging people for it, the kids, it's basically a apprenticeship program almost. So the ones that are learning engineering are also working in the factory part-time. We basically subsidize their life in exchange. They provide some work and a promise to work for us for a certain number of years after the fact. What do you guys think? Should we become teachers?
Yes.
Well, I would presume more myself and Jim Pan, but
I imagine I could probably teach making beer.
yeah. If you have distilling as a skill, like a profession, distiller or brewer.
Orc actually intervenes like, just be careful. Just be careful. Just be careful with that magic academy. Like,
well, I'm saying
I meant that the big magic academy is at Royal City, completely controlled by the Sorcerer Council.
Yeah. Well, I'm not talking about doing like high level magic research. We're mainly on technology, but because we do have a sorceress on as part of our team, we might as well teach magical theory.
I'm just saying, be careful.
Well, we're mainly teaching magical theory in the form of, in my case, magic items and alternative ways of producing them. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So yeah, but yeah, and the thing is, it's not the major focus of the academy. It's just if those who have magical talent show up, we might as well train them up. But also at the same time, make sure that we're indoctrinating them into our ideology.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
All right. As you start building the town, some people are fleeing in, and one of them is running like hell. Like, she's almost here. She's almost here.
Okay,
This is not good. And
pretty much good.
Yeah. So it's one of those. We got a couple options. We can either show her a bit of our hand, and basically kind of do the whole, if you capture us, he's dead kind of thing. If you capture us, try to find or continue looking for him, he's dead. Kind of his neck. Basically, use the necklace, or we can try more of a brute force. This is our town. We're not involved. Go fuck yourself. We have two options for how to deal with this.
What would be the most diplomatic of the two?
Well, neither of those very diplomatic.
Relatively speaking.
One is we get her on our side, but it's risky because she could basically
right to the king.
That. The other option is basically activate the gearman and set up the equivalent of a firing line in the city. Two lines with guys with steam muskets.
Yeah. I'm thinking that might unfortunately be our best option.
Yeah. Well, we set up that way, and so basically, I'll activate the best of our gearmen, the ones that have trained with and understand how to use steam muskets, basically the equivalent of level 1 gunslingers, level 1 to 3 gunslingers equivalent, as well as some of the steamerites that I have that may have some interesting inventions that might be helpful. So, and we'll basically kind of set up at the entrance to town. A temporary palisade kind of thing to slow her down from getting to them directly.
All right, then as the impromptu message shows, like approaches the town with fire and brimstone, so Marok. Like, yep. all she's screaming is, where is he? Where is he?
And we have our people set up, firing line position. I guess Kiri, you'll be standing. Kiri and Jinping, you guys be standing up to one side. I'll be standing off to the other side.
Yep.
I'll be standing there, dignified, wearing my heavy overcoat and cane, and wrench cane. Kind of clearly the leader of the firing line.
Like, is he here? Where is he?
Who are you looking for?
He's about to say something like, looking for missing guards.
And you're terrorizing people to do so.
Listen, I just need to find out where he is. I don't want to bother anyone anymore. But if you stand in my way, then I have to show no mercy.
And if you try to bring harm to this town, we will show you no mercy. And he basically taps the cane, and everyone just levels their muskets at her. Basically, overwhelming force.
I about to say pretty much she's taking a Cobra Kai mentality of looking for her love.
Now, if you wish to calm down, we could talk like civilized people about this. I can promise you that we don't have any guards from that unit that you're looking into. None of them survived, to my knowledge.
I know that, but he deserves a proper burial. I know that.
And last I heard, those bodies were pretty messed up. Are you sure he wasn't just horribly mangled?
He has a scent. I could recognize it from a model.
How would you know that? I get it. You're trying to deal with the unjust killing of soldiers by the previous captain, and I presume that some of these soldiers were your friend. I'm basically throwing her a lifeline.
Yes, exactly.
We're your friends, and you're trying to get vengeance for them.
Exactly.
But very likely, you've got all the bodies. It's just they got horribly mutilated in the process.
Draw me one hell of a bluff check.
Any advantage?
No.
30, damn!
Oh, goddamn! Like...
Now!
She actually falls to her knees, like...
You're in the... I'll basically do the whole arms up for everyone to kind of hold, put down the rifles. I'll walk up. Not showing any weapons. Go, I get it. You're grieving. Go home and mourn your loss.
The fight between between Junko and what's it called when she punches the ground. She pretty much does that, pretty much making a crater.
Or if you prefer to punch the ground out here, fine. Just I don't want you to hurt any of the people that live in this town. So if you want to punch rocks, there's a pile of rocks to the south. If you want to return to the kingdom. But if you're going to step in that town, I need your word. You're not going to cause harm to anyone.
Sheep is like, I want one last drink. And he walks into town pretty much. She walks into town pretty much. I don't know. How is that a nat 20?
Just sheer dumb fucking luck.
But yeah, because I was prepared to like a fight and a fight and yeah. She's pretty much walking to town defeated.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's sitting there, taking drink after drink.
Yeah.
Even some without the fact that the person he's looking for is her lover, and they're
Yeah.
eventually going to run off and be together. Be together once the king, unfortunately, eventually died.
Yeah.
Mittens will try and like console her.
Mm.
Sadly, she's pretty much broken at this point.
Well, we're gonna need. Well, if she's, what we need to do is we need to let her grieve. Then come back. Then come back to a little bit of sanity after recovering. That's when we strike.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Basically, when she thought she has lost all hope, but is then given a little bit back, she'll be a lot more pliable then than she is now. Right now, she could easily go back into blind rage.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right,
Now,
so unless you want to do something for a couple of days, she's going to pretty much move into Emzo's place and drink and spend the night there
we'll
until she
we'll be
eventually calms down.
we'll be covering her tab. Just basically because I'm gonna guess it's not gonna be a lot. Or at the very least, the places want to comp her, just because it's one of those. Yeah, just let her drink, and then and I'm guessing she eventually returns home.
She's about to return home.
Yeah, we'll just let her return home.
Yep.
We'll tip our hand when we need more control in the castle. For now, we'll just make sure that our friendly new captain of the guard is always reminded. In a sense, we'll let him settle into his new position, but eventually, I'm thinking we make sure that the most corrupt guards are transferred to the other city. The ones that are extorting people, and the guards that are the most corruptible via bribery are in our city.
And obviously now that social wages is calmed down, some of the citizens are leaving back to their own homes.
Yeah. Some will stay though.
Yeah, some will stay. Sounds like, oh, this is a nice city. Maybe we should stay. Maybe we should move up here. And some's at the poor time getting ready to leave the kingdom altogether.
Mm-hmm. So, I guess we'll get back to work setting up the little institute, little knowledge institute that does they'll have like a little medical a little place that teaches non-magic based medicine. Then a part that does engineering. I'm presuming that Kiri, you said that your character has brewing experience.
Yes, I do.
And distilling. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then you can teach. That means you could definitely teach some preliminary chemistry courses or basic alchemy courses, at least on the distilling process. It's found that is needed for certain things. So, and then Jimpan, you are now Professor Jimpan.
Okay.
I guess teaching magical theory.
Yeah. Okay, now that sounds so.
So.
And also, the archer stays here and see if there's any word that his boss is going to come back or not. But yeah.
Yeah.
Professor Jim Pan. Now I gotta set up a schoolhouse for you, but
Was this 20,000 gold we gave each?
oh damn.
But was it that we did, or was it to buy everything?
Well, now that you're a professor, you you actually get a letter from from Sorcerer's Black. Like like hey, it's been a while. It's been a while since the arena incident. Since the arena, I heard you're a professor now. Well, if you're good enough, you could teach it. You teach at the Magic Academy of Real City. I'll put in a word for you. Assume you are good enough. That is.
I think so.
No, she sent she sent a letter.
Okay. Pocket letter.
Anyway, I'll be busy all week, politics and learning new magic and all that stuff. But
Hmm.
come by if you actually want to learn some real magic.
Oh, that's a bit of a barb.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, she's a bit arrogant, but if your nickname's the Dragon Killer for a reason, then yeah, it's one of those. I'm cocky, but I could back it up tenfold. Yeah, and well, I guess other than that, you have a captain of the royal guards. Like, all right, well, what do you need me to do for right now? Apparently Soso has returned back to the king, so a bit more depressed. I'll split the guards any way you'd like.
I'll start basically giving him a list. I also need you to be the best captain you can be. Don't worry, we'll make sure that you'll capture you'll capture criminals and get all the credit for it.
But of course, I don't plan on doing that anyway. I'm still a hero, even if I'm corrupt. Even if I have to work for you now.
Yeah, as basically what I'm referencing is he will be sicking him on our rivals. We'll be shutting down any criminal enterprise other than our own. While we make ours more legitimate over time. Basically, our ships don't really get
Say again?
the ships that actually are carrying smuggled goods never get searched.
Not really. Why?
But the ships that aren't carrying smuggled goods that are ours do get searched, kind of thing. So that there's no evidence that we're not getting searches. It's just we make sure the right ship is being searched.
Say again?
Basically, I'm assuming there's going to be random inspections of ships for smuggling activity.
Of course.
Yeah, basically, we make sure our clean ships are always the ones that get those random searches.
Of course.
So that the ships that do smuggling are unaffected. At the same time, we make sure that no one, that our rival ships, if we can find out which ones are smuggling goods, we make sure those get the random inspections. At the same time, any information we have on our rivals will quietly forward over to him. So that over time, we become the only game in town. That makes any sense?
That makes evil sense. And since you own one of the ports, because obviously the king owns the other port. Uh, trying to think of anything else because you pretty much took care of everything I had you set up for the night, for the day. Oh right, there's only one more thing, maybe a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
In Enzo's bar, actually, you see something you didn't think you were able to see again.
What?
Among, like, she walks up to Enzo like, ah, in human clothing, clothes, like, so, I heard you, so,
Who? Who?
this isn't, huh?
Who's showing up?
One to suck goodbye.
Okay.
Like, so.
I'll basically set an alert to have the cold was it cold iron ammunition distributed immediately.
Like, so, I heard you opened up around here. I would like a job. And she slowly tried, and you can actually see, and Bev can actually see she slowly tries to hypnotize poor Enzo.
The door will be kicked open in a squad of me leading a squad of guys with those cold iron rounds come in and go clear the bar.
Uh,
All our weapons at her.
who the patrons or her?
The patrons are told to clear the bar. She's and the bartender. She's the one. The succubus is basically the one we're aiming at.
All right. Well, the bar is clear, and let's see if Enzo snaps out of it, or someone has to snap her out of it. No, unfortunately, you see Amso starting to fall for the succubus's charms. Like, oh, you're pretty. Maybe we should give you a job here. Someone had to snap her out of it.
I'm going to pull out my pistol, and I'm just going to aim for the bottles behind Enzo and just fire, basically shattering a bottle or two. Just a loud noise, glass and booze flying.
All right, I assume you go make me an attack roll. I assume it's not going to be lower than a 10.
20.
All right, let's see you see shakes off it. And with the advantage, with her insight check, like where am I? What happened?
Clear the bar, please.
The bar. Clear.
And as you know, the two lines of guys are prepping to open fire on it. We are not fucking around with the succubus.
She dives back into her office and brings
I just hop over to the bar side at Enzo and basically trying to get her out of there.
Yep.
And signals the accountant to come with her.
Yep. So
the taker is taking pork just in case. Like, the bar is clear, the kitchen door here is locked. Like, ooh. You're our friends from a couple of days. You're our old friends. How are you?
Ready, level.
Wait, what?
As he's also leveling his own.
She uses the mention door to get to the other side of the room.
Well, as I said, what I'm basically doing right now is basically ordering the guys. We're about to just unload into this until it's
I'm just too lazy to clear out the entire bar and then look for all the tokens again. But the bar is clear.
I'm assuming what is she doing as this line of guys with fucking rifles, muskets, weird muskets is pointing at her.
She's trying to seduce all of them.
I don't even know if they can do mass seduce.
I know. She's not. She can't.
Fire. As we just light her up.
Realizing that failed, she just uses the dimension door to go to the other side. Like you are not welcoming guests, are you?
About face. And we're just gonna keep firing until she either is dead or leaves.
She uses Dimension Board one more time and kisses one of the guards. She can seduce one at a time at least. And I'm not going to bother rolling because she's obviously, the succubus is much more higher than just a normal guard.
I would imagine the guy just basically gets the shit beaten out of him by the guys next to him.
if you order it.
Yeah, they were briefed. If one of you goes down, you beat the shit out of him to knock him unconscious. And then the others just keep firing at her. We're just gonna keep firing until she's dead or gone.
All right, I'll get the hint. I just wanted to let you know there's a new game in town, and I just want to set up as base here. We've been seeing how you would run the criminal underworld, and we want a piece of it. Enjoy. And she used the mental door one more time, obviously, to leave the bar completely.
Okay.
I knew I had 3 plot points. I just forgot the third one.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but we may need to contact a paladin order for this one.
Yeah, that's likely going to be the case.
I'm gonna go to my my guy, my accountant, and go try to tighten up all operations, shut them down where you can, get personnel transferred into legitimate transport roles. So long as the paladins are around, we're gonna need them to keep an eye out for those succubus.
Yeah.
And
Miss Emso, Kaibar. Sorry. Yeah, I just completely forgot her actual last name. Lesloso, can I borrow your hawk for a minute to transfer some messages? Sure, why not?
Yep.
And she summons her hawk, and well, as a count, starts writing the letters.
Yeah. Basically, we're putting all operations on hold. It's not the end of the world because we've got the guards clamping down hard on everyone else, so it shouldn't cause any issues. It shouldn't cause a power vacuum for a while, and we can do some low level stuff. It's just we can't have the large scale.
Not with the succubus sisters. What is in town?
Yeah, and we're needing paladins, and I'll utilize what we'll do is I'll write a letter as a concerned local business leader, as well as have our captain of the guard write a letter warning that local militia had to deal with was dealing with a succubus. Just walked into town. We need your assistance immediately so that this evil cannot spread through the empire, through this kingdom. Blah 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 blah. Standard request for help. In the meantime, we'll step up patrols in the city and make sure that cold iron ammunition is distributed.
All right, and I guess I end with the head of the captain of the paladin order, walking through. Like, and yes, I'm using Brock Lesnar because that's how bad I mean. Like
Rock Lobster.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
also, guys, I have to. I think it's like Ring of Mind Shield. Hold on, let me pull it up. I think it. Yeah, that. Here we go. Yeah, Ring of Mind Shield. Here we go. Yep, here we go. It's going to cost 8,000 gold a pop, but this ring completely shuts down anyone's ability to detect our alignment. We just basically pop as true neutrals. So, I'd recommend getting them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, before the paladins get there.
Alright, so you want him walking in before or after you get them?
After. We're going to be getting them quick.
Alright, so yeah, in a week or two, the head of the paladin and a couple of foot soldiers. I forgot to actually make sprites for them, but yeah. No, I forgot to do. You see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a couple of sorcerers like, so I heard you need assistance for paladins.
Yes, please come in. As I basically gesture to like a long table that's been set up, with good food, some good food, drink. Please sit down. Basically, we're rolling out the welcome wagon.
Uh, I'm
And
Paul Stone, the leader of the Paladin Order, and lo- and lo- and loyal to and loyal to justice and and Lady Black. How may I help you?
I'll extend my hand out. William Shadowspark. I'm a local business leader, inventor. Helped turn these towns around and get this all built up to where it is today. We have
Ah,
an issue. 3 succubuses that we interacted with a while ago from an island. One of them's popped back up in the city.
say no more. He whistles and it's like you heard the man. Succubi are around the city. Take a look for any citizens who's turned or experiencing strange behavior. Close your cook your breakfast with cold and holy or salt.
Yep.
And keep
We've
it.
already we've already distributed cold iron rounds to our local militias.
Very good, very good.
With standing orders of if one of them gets hit, unfortunately, the only option we had on the table was beaten to unconsciousness.
Don't worry. I brought someone to help. And well, obviously all of you've seen her.
Right. And
One of the Sorcerer Council walks in like, this is Saya Kolai, the so one of the might ranges of the Sorcerer Council. In fact, she strangely found a body and resurrected 2 of them recently, and now they're and now they're keeping rest in our city.
Hmm.
Like apparently there's a couple attacked by wolves. They didn't give that much detail though. But anyway, if anyone's able to shake something off, it's her.
Yeah.
And she bows like, welcome.
Please sit. As I gesture to one of the seats.
And they're happily eating and trying to formulate a plan. Like, you fought these powders, so you saw these succubi before, and you know what they look like or what their tactics are or anything like that.
They were basically sirens calling adventurers to an island off the coast that's since sunk.
Uh, but like I remember that. I sent a couple of paladins over there. May they rest in peace. By trying to trying to have trying to serve justice. Anything else we have to know?
Our militia would be more than happy to augment your patrols with their personnel. They're well trained and disciplined, utilizing newer tactics than utilizing more novel tactics than what is normally used in these kingdoms.
Hey, you mean magic?
No. They utilize well. There's a small amount of magic in the weapon itself, but very minor. They utilize a less advanced version of this, and my guy will basically pull out his Thundershot steam musket.
Ooh, very fancy, very fancy.
Might utilize a small amount of magic in a little boiler up here to produce steam pressure, which can then fire pellets, and he'll basically roll out a couple of basically kind of musket mini ball pellets that normally would be fired out of a musket. Out of it at extremely high speed. Has 6 shots before it needs reloading, which takes, unfortunately, with trained hands, about a minute. Sorry, it's with trained hands several seconds, but it's faster than a traditional musket, though not as powerful.
Yeah, but if it could slow those bastards down, my guards can actually cut through and finish the job.
Well, as I said, they are armed with cold iron, so that should hurt them at least.
Like soldier, send all the troops. Let the troops outside know to help with the local militia. We're gonna find and try to kill those evil bastards.
All of the members should be wearing a armband not unlike mine, and he'll basically show his, which is I think I posted the image a while ago. I'll post it again. Let's see. Should be under projects, images. Tabletop. Here we go. Yep, the Gearman symbol.
My aura will even be wearing one of these armbands, which pretty much is the pretty much picture a very light version of the Great Jedi armband, like just shiny white instead of the normal gray. And her troops will be wearing those armbands. And she rolls up her sleeve, and this is a white mage symbol for Final Fantasy XIV. And now I think I'm comfortable ending the session.
Yeah.
So, as I said, I'm a little annoyed. We're going to have to send a lot of our criminal enterprise underground, but we can at least slip them into the construction crews, transportation crews, and things like that to keep them hidden easily enough in plain sight.
And plus, your accountant got a normal job, so.
Yeah, I mean, officially, he's probably doing accounting for several businesses.
Yeah.
At this point, how do you think he's probably laundering the money that way?
Well, obviously, he's not laundering Enzo's money. For once, he didn't figure out that she's friends with you until now, and two, even he's not stupid enough to piss off Orca.
No,
he's an old barbarian, but still active.
Businesses that are under our more direct control that we can utilize for laundering.
Yeah.
Because all we're doing is basically any sort of overseas selling, getting restricted goods to various other smaller islands or empires or whatever that are out there. We're probably just doing that from our port.
Well, obviously 2 weeks is try and deal with the succubus sisters.
Yeah.
But obviously you're gonna have some help, so it's not gonna. It's like actually send all 3 of them at once. Maybe. But other than that, have fun.
Alrighty then. See you next week.
Yep, see you next week.
No one have fun. I'm sad.
I had plenty of fun, man.
I did too.
Yep. So we rigged a
You rigged the promotion exam.
promotion. Not only that, but we basically own the guy because I'm
You
presuming
read the
that
proposal exam.
along with the blackmail. Look, we're doing a combination of blackmail and bribery with this guy.
Like, you own the promotion exam. Pretty much blackmail's like the new captain of the guards. Got essentially a boss character to calm down to a point where she doesn't want to fight for a while.
Yeah, as I said, once she stabilizes a little bit and she has a little bit, and she's starting to move. Basically, what we're doing is we're going to try to hit her when she's at her most vulnerable, at her that will make her the most desperate.
Like, hit her at her most vulnerable, but not rage-inducing vulnerable.
Yeah. Right now she was unstable. I'm looking for generally stable but vulnerable state where she's had her grieving. She thought all hope is gone, and then suddenly she gets this little bit of hope, and she's going to do anything and everything to hold on to that. That's my plan.
All right. Well, I hope you're. Well, glad you enjoyed the session.
Yeah.
Yep.